Welcome back, everyone, to the weekly top 10 list with me, John Arilla, and Francesca Fiorentini. Francesca, thank you for being here.
Yay.
Today, we're doing something fun. You watching this, you may not know that we own an island, Francesca and I. No, you can't go, but you really wouldn't want to. It is reserved for just awful people. And every once in a while, we pluck out the worst to send on a one-way trip to this desert island to live and be happy and fruitful, but not to talk where we can hear it, and never to tweet or anything like that. So we have chosen some people to banish. Francesca, would you like to get us started? Who's gonna be populating this island?
So usually it's very difficult for me to get to 5 on whatever topic, but now there is a long waiting list to get on this island in my brain. And I don't remember the people I have banished before. But that's okay. That's okay.
That's okay. This is supposed to be reflective of how you feel now.
Sure. Okay, number 1. I gotta go with my man Vlad, dude. Let's get rid of Putin. Let's throw him there. Yeah. Here's the thing. I didn't say this on the main show, but he's gone pandemic mad. All right, like some of us, like this war is his sourdough starter of the pandemic, straight up, because he is apparently insanely paranoid of getting COVID, which is good, I guess, but it's made him all the more insular and nuts, and like a megalomaniac who's become even more insular is violent. And look, I think the reality with the safety of Eastern Europe is regime change from the ground up in Moscow, right? In Russia. You know that the Russian people are able to get somebody else in power to better represent them. And that's not gonna happen anytime soon. So I say get rid of Vlad, send that fool out to pasture. There'll be plenty of horses to ride, shirtless, and doggies sea turtles to non-consensually hug. Just go.
You have a thing about animal wildlife. You may not know that you do, but you do. Anyway, yes. And you had this thing about seals way back in the day. I don't remember exactly. It was on a top 10 list. Anyway, no, I agree. And by the way, this is not a call for assassinations, which are bad. It's actually one of the worst things about him is his love for assassinating people. They go to the island and then they're fine there.
Yeah, they're fed.
Fine.
They have like a fire festival, little like styrofoam sandwich.
Exactly. They have coconuts and whatever, and one volleyball to worship as their Lord and Savior. Mine is going. My number 5 is going to be Joe Manchin, mainly because it's not just. This is not a list of the 5 most awful people, as will quickly become apparent. It's just 5 people that annoy me. He's on the list because I don't think, as of right now, there's any other solution to the problem of Joe Manchin.
Yes.
It is this weird thing where he does not give a damn about the people of his state, and not enough of them care. Some of them care very strongly. There are people who've worked on challenges to him. There are great activists there, but a lot of people have just been beaten into submission, and they don't believe that they deserve any better, or they've been distracted from desiring it, from advocating for it. And so while Kyrsten Sinema seems like she's in trouble for her next primary, assuming she even wants one, there's many ways where she might go. I kind of feel like he could just stay there for the rest of his life, which would probably be regrettably long. So yeah, no, I think he should go to the island. And if he wants to dig up coal or whatever, he can do it himself.
Yeah. I agree. I think that uniquely the island is a last resort. It's kind of a resort in terms, but yeah, like you don't really see a way out for the world if we don't banish them.
Not in this case. Yeah, and to Putin too, honestly. And maybe that'll be true for all of mine.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna be true for all of mine.
We'll see.
Number 2, this man is in a prison of his own making. He already basically lives on an island in his mind, and ideologically very much alone, sad, just severely online.
Who is this?
Used to be someone I admired, and has since painted himself into the saddest little corner. of the internet, responding to like randos. It's not John Iadarola.
Oh, I know.
But
say it. Come on, say it.
Glenn Greenwald needs to go to the goddamn island, all right?
It sounded like you were talking about Elon Musk at first,
no.
But then it started to be much more Greenwaldian.
No, yeah, it's Glenn Greenwald. He's got to go, all right? He had his time in the sun. Very good. You had one good thing. You had one good hit with Snowden, and that was about it, bro. And now you're just a pawn for the right, and you know it, and you willingly are part of that. And it's disgusting. So you don't get Twitter on your island. You get just peace with your own thoughts and time. Someone take his goddamn phone away. There's no live hits from the island. Ostensibly, he already lives in a beautiful $1 million home in Brazil, honestly.
Move it there.
Yeah. But no internet. No internet.
No, that's the most important thing. And it obviously he'd hate that the most because there is nothing in life that is not intended to be monetized, obviously. I will give him credit.
Grift.
Yeah, no, he's one. Yes, that there's a lot of people that I have a lot of issues with. His is the most. This is not about anything other than money at this point. Let's be very clear about that. And to his credit, he has been very successful in monetizing all this. Dude's incredibly wealthy, obviously. So credit to him for that. And the Snowden thing, and that's about it. Every once in a while, I think he advocated for animals in a few cases in his journalism. I like that. No, but the hanging out with Tucker Carlson, pretending that you don't know what he stands for, it's BS. And his stuff about the Ukraine has been really bad too.
Yeah.
So there's room for him. He can be the one person with Substack on the island. Anyway,
Gotta handwrite it.
No online access. Yeah, no, it's literally carved into stone.
A stack, yeah.
Manchin gets the coal, he hands it to Greenwald, who writes on the stone. Anyway, I'm gonna throw Nate Silver, another person who is way too online. Just because, what are you doing, man? He used to be here to be the only person online more interested in polls than me. That was his job. To be really interested in breaking down the polls during elections and some sports stuff that I was never interested in. Now it seems like his entire beat is being frustrated with liberals who are worried about the pandemic. And I understand it. Maybe some people are share that concern. All day, every day, for months and months and months. Dude is always on the lookout to claim that the pandemic is over. That has gone very well over the past year or so. I just don't get what his deal is. You had one job, be the numbers guy. That's it.
And you didn't even really do a great job. Hello, 2016.
No, I'm not even saying he was effective. Yes, and Kornacki is the numbers guy on TV. You're the numbers guy on 530. That's what you're supposed to be. But I just, every time his name pops up on my feed, it is there are some people who have just been incentivized by their audiences to produce bad, annoying takes. And his aren't necessarily the worst. He's not advocating for war. I might have missed some of his tweets. I don't want to say for sure that he's not doing that, but he's just super annoying. And I'm just tired of being annoyed constantly.
I don't think I follow him anymore, but I didn't realize he pivoted to being even more annoying. Oh, I do follow him. That's sad for me. I didn't realize he was that. The pandemic broke people's brains. I mean,
it did.
And that makes sense.
Pandemic brain is a thing.
Yeah, it sucked and it's hard, but turning it into this, we need to not take this seriously, or liberals are taking it too far. It's no, they're not. I wish they were taking it farther. We're dropping mask mandates yet again. Was so dumb.
I know. Well, I'm sure it won't have the same effect that it's had every other time we've done it. What's your number 3?
There's so many good people.
There are.
God, there's so many
gonna get full.
people.
We might need 2 islands.
We need so many new. Okay, so doing a little inception here, I want to ban Nikki Haley because I think Nikki Haley will try to run for president, and I think she could win. And I don't want that. If the first female president is a Republican, I will free bleed all over town. Just my anger, goodbye, cruel world. I will be so mad. I'll eat my whole fist. I'll be so mad. And I think she's readying the troops or whatever. She's trying to stake out.
To do that.
She's trying to do that. So I need her to. We need to neutralize her and send her to the island.
So look, it's your list. You use it how you want. And look, maybe in a case like this, don't take any chances. She must go. I'm not worried about her winning the Republican nomination, though.
No?
I just think she's
not crazy enough.
She can't deliver the crazy the way that they want. And I hope that I'm wrong. Like, not just about her. I hope that Republicans go back to their previous position, which was also awful, which was liking people like Paul Ryan and George H.W. Bush. And
where exactly?
Is that guy? He's every week and a half he pops his head up. He's like, not yet, and he goes back.
Yep.
But no, that they want the crazy and they will have the crazy. And I don't think that she can do it quite well enough. She is willing to play ball to some extent, but not enough.
So you think maybe it's like more like Kristi Noem is like the move? Who's the move?
I think DeSantis, Trump, and Tucker Carlson are the only three that matter for any of this.
Obviously.
Yeah, Noem I think maybe more so than Nikki Haley.
Okay.
Or Marjorie Greene, why not?
No.
Like if she ran, okay, well we'll have a debate someday.
Okay.
Anyway, my number 3 is gonna seem super random, but it's Mel Gibson. Because, and you might think, well, why is he bothering you after all this time? It was because every once in a while I'm on like Hulu or Netflix and I'm scrolling around. He's still making movies all the time. And they're not like, it's not like Steven Seagal. Like there will be someone else in the movie that's famous with him. And I just don't get how he keeps getting work. And so again, like with Joe Manchin, this was the only solution. For Mel Gibson, I think it's kind of the only solution because he's been sort of canceled. He's not doing the highest profile stuff. I don't think he's gonna be in the MCU, but enough famous people are still like, yeah, he had the worst, most racist rant ever, but like, I don't know, I liked Lethal Weapon, so I guess I'm putting him in a movie. And it bothers me that we can't even come to consensus on Mel Gibson. So for that reason, ship him to the island.
Oh, it is the only way out of the Mel Gibson quandary. I will raise you.
Ooh, I like a raise.
Well, I don't know if it's really a raise. I think Mel Gibson is the top. Whatever, don't make me question my picks. We gotta send Kanye to the island. Just bye. Just bye. Calm down. Please get help. There will be doctors on the island. Obviously, it's a restorative justice island. That's what we believe in. There's rehabilitation programs. You don't get to come back into society, but you go to the island. No, it's not probably as like ballin' as he would want or whatever. You know, people probably would wear Yeezy outfits because they do kind of look like prison outfits anyway. Very nondescript. John and Fran.
He can dress everyone on the island.
Yes, he can dress everyone on the island like he does all his weird girlfriends and Kim K. But like, he just needs to stop. He's obsessed. He's like stalking Kim Kardashian and like he's all like he's a jealous ex and it's painful. And everyone kind of is like, you're watching it with this like gross fascination. You can't look away. Everyone's just kind of rubbernecking his downfall and he needs help. And he needs us to not be around to watch it. So I would throw Kanye on the island.
I would be so willing. Honestly, if necessary, I would give up one of the spots on my list for that. He isn't on my list because I don't generally think about musicians, but like he is never going to be in the. I'm almost willing to bet big money on this. He's going to be in the news regularly for the next 30 years, and it will never be for anything that's not annoying. Just prepare yourself for the rest of your life. My number 2 is, I guess along with Joe Manchin, one of only 2 on the list where like a real case could be made where sending them to the island is actual harm reduction. But and it might be the only person that's previously been on one of these island lists for me is still Tucker Carlson because again, it really does feel like the only option. The worst person on Fox News is a thing that has shifted over time. Bill O'Reilly was the worst person on Fox News for a while and he went down. Glenn Beck briefly was like the worst person and he got fired. That's a thing that used to be possible. And I, again, would love to be wrong in this case, but I don't think that's possible. I don't know what he could say that would get him fired at this point, that they wouldn't just send him on a 3-day vacation and then say we're not gonna about it. And it is so dark, so awful, so racist, so misogynistic already. What's it gonna be like in a few years? Because again, just like with Marjorie Greene, there is an ongoing competition. There's pressure to keep being worse, because if you're not, you will get outflanked on the worseness scale. Tucker Carlson is not going to allow himself to become old news and now there's some new unhotness. So he's only gonna get worse. And so he's gotta go to the island. He can scream, whatever racial slurs he wants without being canceled there.
It's funny though, because Tucker on the island is truly it's a conundrum, because it's almost like existential, because almost one of the grossest parts about Tucker is that it is an act. Imagine saying so much racist BS and not believing what you're saying. I don't think he believes a single word of it. I think he does it performatively. And in fact, they've argued that in court on his behalf, that it's performative. And so it is even more disgusting to me to not believe your lies.
I'm sort of torn on that. I think that he and Trump are simultaneously racist, but playing it up way more. I don't think he actually doesn't have bias in his heart, but I agree that what he is choosing to say and the amount he focuses on it is not representative.
Yeah.
So that's a good point, yeah.
Because we've seen anyway, doesn't matter. His progression. Okay, number one, it's a tough spot, right?
It is.
You got Murdoch, who's the owner of Tucker. You got Bannon, the sort of ideological godfather of all the white nationalism. But there is only one person who, the only escape is island. The only escape, the only safety. None of us are safe unless island. And I can't believe it just came to me right now because it's so in your face. It's like, oh, I can't find this. Where's the creamer in the fridge, babe? It's in your effing face. It's right there. It's right there.
First of all, we're definitely getting a view of the home life, but what's the choice? Who is the person?
It's Donald Trump. The only way we can get rid, you gotta island his ass because he's not dying soon enough. Something with the fish fillet clogs into it strengthens your organs.
Food.
It's a superfood.
Not brain food, clearly.
No, but
maybe he eats goji berries. I don't know.
There is no graceful way for him to leave this earth. He will just not go away. It is, so you gotta island him for sure.
Okay, I am glad that you have him on your list. He is not my number one, only because there's no way he hasn't been on my list before, I imagine, knowing me and the way I think. But you're right. And again, is there any other solution? The DOJ isn't gonna do anything. The state investigations probably aren't gonna turn up anything. I really do think he's going to be president next time. So
no.
I just think it. So I agree. He's gotta be there. He's gonna be so annoying there. He's gonna be so sunburned there. He might finally get the tan he's craved all his life.
That's true.
But he is not my number one.
Oh.
My number one mine is a preventative measure.
Okay.
The person I'm gonna send has already been bad and done bad things, but will do many more bad things in the future. And it is Anna Delvey of Inventing Anna. I don't wanna experience what is going to happen over the next 5 to 10 years with Anna Delvey, because she had her Inventing Anna, has already made probably tons of money off of that or whatever. And now they're giving her a reality show. She's a con woman and you're showering her with money. No, she's gonna be at the Met Gala.
Wait, she's getting a reality show? Oh, I feel bad that I'm even watching this.
No, they're going to give her the thing that she always wanted, because I don't know, she's in the news and isn't it amazing that she had money and like she was on a yacht. And now she's got a dress. Like that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make the horrible thing happen. And I don't want it, mostly because I don't want to hear her voice ever. Up until this point, I've only heard the actress playing her, and that was annoying enough. If it's accurate, and I hear that actress is very good, so it probably is, I do not want to ever hear it.
What is annoying about that voice? There's nothing.
No, she's gonna be on Singing with the Mask.
I used to be able to do it, but it's upsetting to me because it's a little bit too. What?
You're being so dramatic. I'll get you the cashier's check soon.
Are you fat? Are you fat or are you pregnant?
I don't want it.
It's not Russian. It's just upsettingly ambivalent.
I just don't want to go through that. So here's the thing, really fast. And I'll try to end this then. Francesca, you know, because you've been following the news for a long time, the cast of the worst people that inflict the most damage on your brain gradually shifts over time. At one point, people like Ann Coulter, Michelle Malkin, or whatever, really bad. At one point, we didn't know who Ben Shapiro was. It changes over time, and often we focus in on the one that we're experiencing right now. But she's gonna be one of those people. We need to start to look to the future, and so send her to the island. She'll con all of them, and she likes islands, so maybe she'll like it. Anyway,
I can't believe she's getting fired. I have to boycott, I think, the show now.
Please boycott it. And I hope I can get Anna too. Anna needs to start standing in solidarity.
It's good though. Okay, bye.
No, it's not that great. It's fine. Sorry, what did you want to say?
Nothing.
Okay, good. Anyway, okay, then thank you, Francesca, as always. Those are our 10 people we want to banish to a desert island. This is one of my favorite things to do, so we're gonna do it more. Anyway, thank you to all of you who are members, supporting us and allowing us to do this extra content for you. Everyone check out the Bitchuation Room, and also if you're watching this in time, this coming weekend, as of when we're launching this, live event is happening. Wanna give us the details?
Oh my God. Yeah, March 10th, Thursday at the Bell House in Brooklyn. I'll be there with Sam Cedar and Tiffany Caban and Matt Lieb. It'll be so fun.
It's gonna be awesome. Okay, everyone check it out.
Bitchuationroom.com is where you get your tickets. Bitchuationroom.com. BITCH. Spell it out, people.
We know how it's spelled.
Okay, you know how it's spelled.
And we'll see you soon.